friends. Jim Miller coming at you here again with another episode of the Pre-Ride Show brought to you by Envy. And this is a very special edition, one that I've personally been looking forward to and something that I've cultivated for a number of years with these guys. I'm going to introduce this because this is a very special select group of people. This group of men are the only people, and this group, by the way, can never get any bigger, and it will only get smaller, okay? I hope it stays this size for as long as it can. All 5 of these men have started and completed all 8 editions of the Belgian Waffle Ride, okay? It's pretty cool. We got the bottles on display here. We've got some other paraphernalia, and this is really, really cool because this is kind of a very historical moment for a ride that I think all these guys take very, very seriously and treat with a lot of respect. So I want to start with Neil. Neil was the winner of the very first 2 editions, which is super rad. We're glad you're here with us and working for our great friends at Envy. What do you remember most about those first couple of years? Because, brother, we've come a long way from sitting on beach chairs in the Spy parking lot eating spongy waffles out of the back of a converted trolley car, right? I mean, this is not a bad setup. What do you remember the most about those first couple of years?
I would say year one, like I truly had no idea what to expect. I just got some email from a random guy named Michael Marks, you know, and had to check it with some buddies to see if this guy was real, and everything in the, you know, in the text is like, all right, it sounds kind of fun, but I don't know. So showed up on event day, and it was real. And basically what we were introduced to that first year, and what we tackled on our road bikes at the time, especially when the technology wasn't there. The tires were nothing like what we have available to us now. It was amazing. It was just really pure, and there just wasn't anything like it that I'd experienced. And I've been riding bikes my entire life, so I've done a lot of things, and yeah, it was really unique.
Right on. And we're trying to keep that uniqueness going with all the additional features and stuff like that, and you keep coming back year in, year out. You were wearing your yellow jersey. Was that year 1 or year 2?
That was year 1.
Brad,
Yeah.
he was out in the pre-ride today,
Yeah.
rocking the yellow jersey. I want to hand off to Andy McClure here. Andy, this may be I've heard this, and I may be paraphrasing this, or I may have it completely wrong, which is not above me, but you have said something to the effect of, aside of the birth of your children, the BWR means more to you than anything else that's ever happened. Is that a fair kind of synopsis of that?
It was pretty funny. The first one, it was so much fun. Afterwards, I walked up to Michael and I said, you know, Michael, this is the second best day of my life. You know, after my wedding day or birth of one of my children.
Okay, third best. That's fine. That's fine.
And then the next year, Michael said, Andy, is this the third best day of your life or the second best day? And I said, yeah, maybe still the second best day. So it's the same way every year. It's always a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Always make a lot of new friends, see a lot of people that you don't see all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty.
I know you like a hard, challenging ride. You train really hard. You race really hard. What is it about the BWR that is so special from a ride perspective?
I guess, you know, there's the sheer difficulty of it. We always do the recon rides, which, by the way, remember the first recon rides were crazy fun. They were almost
road bikes on dirt. We didn't know what we were doing.
But just the difficulty of it is, it's always a lot harder than I thought. And, you know, you always make a few mistakes, like don't drink enough, maybe don't eat enough, get some cramps coming up double peak, and people want to push you up the hill, and you say, oh, thank you, yeah, please push me up the hill. So I've been lucky. I think the worst thing that happened was one time I got 4 flats before mile 25, and I thought, maybe I should just go home and sit on the couch, but somehow did it.
Not somehow. You're Andy McClure. That's why you did it. Logan, I think a distinction that you hold that I find really interesting is one of these 8 events you completed with your dad.
Yeah, my dad finished the Wafer a couple years ago. So after his quad bypass, was able to finish. And I mean, he's what got me into riding. It's everything that we enjoyed growing up together. So it was, pretty special. In fact, he's actually flying in tonight. He'll be here for this year, so
rad.
He's not competing, but he'll be here, and for me, the motivation to finish and to, you know, enjoy it comes from, you know, knowing he'll be here, and it's special.
Very cool. I know you particularly love getting dirty. You love going fast down things and jumping big things.
Yeah.
Are you able to handle this on the skinny tires? Do you feel comfortable and getting out there and making it happen?
Yeah, the mountain biking is my background. I mean, that's what I did, and when I got into road biking, that's what this event was so cool about, is is being able to have some sort of, off-road sections and rocks and loose dirt that you could actually, showcase those mountain biking skills. So that's what's so fun about the event is you got to be a well-rounded cyclist. You can't just, be a roadie. You got to have some ability to ride off-road, and so it's great.
My man Alan here, a distinction I think you hold that I find unique is that a couple times to finish this, you have quite literally come off the couch.
Yeah.
Not put a mile in, no training at all,
Nope.
2 young kids running around the house,
Yep.
and you still come out here, not only start, finish all 8. What is your secret to success, sir?
You know what? I've always operated on the premise that I may not make a finish line, but I can always make a start. And like Andy McClure, always excited to see a bunch of good friends, to promote the sport and spirit of cycling, which is so important to me in my formative years, and enjoy a nice day on an extraordinary course. It's kind of a high school reunion of sorts for me. And I never anticipate finishing these things. I only remember maybe 3 of them.
Was one of those where you and I were at the top of Bandy Weg, double cramps on both legs, and we're laying there laughing at each other while crying through the pain?
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing says over 40 like trying to do a BWR without cramping.
Any advice for those people that are coming into this way undertrained?
Leave your matchbox at home because you're going to have nothing to burn. Manage your expectations. Enjoy everything about the ride that is enjoyable. Turn off the brain. Embrace the pain. And just look forward to enjoying your day regardless of the ultimate eventuality. But hopefully you finish. Sometimes you don't. I wouldn't know how that feels, but speaking to other folk, you live through it, and you fight another day, and always look forward to doing the next one while you're doing the current one.
Right on. We'll allow you that opportunity. You can sign up here Sunday for next year's event.
Oh, nice. Appreciate it.
Mr. Brightman, this lovely collection, these are the Finishers Awards. This is the bottles of badass ale all the way from year 1 that Andy has curated and kept on hand. I guess the question is, how big is the monument in your living room, and how long did it take you to convince your wife to put this up there?
Well, it would be bigger if she'd allow me to. Yeah. We had it in the living room, cabinet, but that quickly had to come down after I took a photo of it. They're in the office. They hold sunglasses and hats and things like that.
And interestingly, you're not a beer drinker. That's why all these are still intact, perhaps.
They're undrinking beers. They're trophies. They're special. They represent, in a race that I've come to love, and riding with guys like these.
I think you're interesting in a lot of respects because you become kind of a fabric of this event. You help out a lot. You organize, you rally, and help rides. What is it that made that so important to you? Like, what was it about it that really caught your attention and made you tie to it so closely?
For the race side of things, I get to ride with guys like this, pros, guys that don't train a lot, and everything in between. And I can ride with folks that I wouldn't ever get to see. And then when I work shoulder to shoulder, helping with the events, we get to meet people I would never meet, get to know people. I'm a bit of an introvert, so I would never get out and get to know the people I do without an event like this.
Cool.
It gets me out and talking to folks.
I'm going to go left to right, hand it back to Logan. I want to go favorite part of the course and least favorite part of the course.
Favorite part of the course is certainly Questhaven. Just a beautiful climb. You don't see any houses. The worst part is certainly Black Canyon.
Okay.
Man, it's long.
Okay.
and hot.
Andy, what say you, sir?
I think my favorite part of the course is the beginning because you get some really fast miles out of the way, and you look at your Garmin, you say, oh, we've been out an hour, I've already gone, more than 20 miles. So that's maybe my favorite part. You get it over with really fast. Least favorite is Double Peak. That's the worst.
Thankfully it comes at the end.
Yeah, but it's
a 5-mile climb at the end, which is always
hot,
great.
and and you got to go up Questhaven, and then you have to go up that thing by Albertsons,
Oh yeah, that little
that thing.
Goat path over there.
Yeah. And then you have to go.
All these other roads that Michael
that's
finds.
the worst. Yeah.
All right, what about you?
Of all the stretches, I actually like Sandy Bandy the best.
Okay. Flat and fast and just.
Well, and I like being squirrely all over the place. Like Logan, my background when I did ride was in mountain biking, so it's something of an oddity to see me with a steady front wheel and my rear end going all over the place. I really enjoy that. I enjoy that the most. Least favorite is Quest Haven. It is. It is extraordinarily
Just doesn't
difficult.
end.
It's at least it kicks up to 20+% at the end, which is nice. And then you have Santa Elijo to look forward to, and Double Peak, and so it's kind of the beginning of the end of the most painful section. So I push into it, but it is absolutely without question, my least favorite part of the course.
Okay, Andy, you've been all over this track a couple times. What do you like and not like about it?
My favorite's got to be Mule Hill Trail.
Okay.
Because that section just feels like we're racing the pave, in Paris-Roubaix. You get behind some wheels and the dust is coming up and it's kicking in your face, and you feel like a kid, and you feel like a pro like you see on TV. So it's amazing. Probably least favorite is the very top of Mesa Grande. When you think it's over, you come to the Oaks and you realize it's not over. There's another couple hundred feet and it's exposed and it's dusty. There's usually a wind coming both directions.
Yeah.
So
And you're halfway. You're only halfway at that point.
Not even.
How about you, sir?
I have to say Lemon Twistenberg is my favorite by far.
Chunky, rocky.
It's kind of the entry, so it's the start of your adrenaline is flowing, you're super pumped up, you're going into it hot, and it kind of sets up how your day is going to be. And so I think that always gives me chills when I think about it. Least favorite, I would say Sandy Bandy in a bad year.
Okay.
I've had a few runs through there where I would have been anywhere else if I could have been.
Bonus question for you. We've got a lot of talent here, high-level talent, men and women. Any favorites that you like?
I'm going to go with, on the men's side, a bit of a dark horse, Alexei Vermeulen. Really not necessarily a household name on the gravel scene yet, but rode to a top 5 at US Pro Road Race, and just huge talent. So it's on a Canyon bike as well. He's going to be ripping. On the women's side, I think Whitney Allison has this one. Yeah. She's riding really well and knows all the dirt, knows the roads. So those are my picks.
I love it. Logan, Andy, Alan, Andy, and my man Neil, the 8-timer, soon-to-be 9-timer club. You do not want one of these. Don't get this shown at any point in the ride. Otherwise, your day is over. Your card is punched. Guys, I want to thank you. Best of luck.
Throw out one more there.
Here, go on. Hand it over there so we can hear you.
All right, we can't talk about our favorite part without talking about the Oasis. How'd I forget? The Oasis has to be the best part of.
You might be able to look that up on the internet, kids.
A few years ago,
it's toned down a little bit since.
Yeah.
18 or over.
The old Oasis was definitely one of our favorite parts about that. For the bacon. For the bacon.
We ride for bacon. We got a great group. Guys, good luck on Sunday. Have a great time. Stay safe, okay? 8, soon-to-be 9-timer club on this edition of the Pre-Ride Show presented by Envy. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and click the bell so you get notifications of all the updates that we're dropping throughout the weekend here. Thanks for looking in.